It's all hands on deck at the Greater Vancouver Food Bank.
I think that we are saving lives in the interim while our social safety net has almost fully collapsed.
This is one of the busiest food bank warehouses in the province, and demand just keeps getting higher.
This is no longer a service provided for people in between jobs or who are on some kind of assistance. We have almost 30% of people using food banks at our food bank. They're working.
A new hunger count report from Food Banks Canada found there were nearly 200,000 visits to food banks in BC in March alone. That's a 20% increase compared to the same time last year and more than 50% compared to 2019. Researchers point to the cascading effects of the pandemic, climate disasters, and the cost of living crisis.
This year we saw in the report that the highest reason for people coming to food banks that was given was the cost of food. And that's the first time that it's been higher than inadequate wages or lack of hours.
I foresee us getting to a breaking point.
Here in Richmond, demand has far surpassed the provincial average.
Our numbers are worse. We have seen a 56% increase since since just last year.
Given its proximity to the airport, operators say this food bank supports many newcomers to Canada, but donations have lagged behind demand the past 2 years.
People are being very, very conservative in their donations, and that's one of the reasons why we have to start purchasing more and dig deeper into our reserve funds.
The Hunger Report authors say this crisis can only be curbed by building more affordable housing and offering more financial supports for low-income earners. The BC government says it's trying.
We've been working to increase people's income so that the cost of living is easier to contend with, but the impact of global inflation has been a really hard hit.
The province says it's also offering more funding to food banks. Welcome news, but
it is a Band-Aid on our Band-Aid.
For a wound that shows no signs of healing. John Hernandez, CBC News, Richmond.